mask, there's some.
Lord, I had viral fever, Lord, 2-3 days back. So that I don't spread. So that's.
You're feeling better now?
And that doesn't deter the strength of his submission.
Grateful.
Yes, Mr. Upton.
May it please the Lord.
Lord, if your Lordship gives me 5 minutes before my learned friend starts,
Yes.
possibly the controversy can be narrowed down. Lord, the learned AG and my Lord submissions are going to be that the view of Justice S.C. Agrawal is the correct view. Lord, there are two aspects to it. Both majority and minority go into two aspects: immunity, etc., under Article 105, and PC Act, when the offence is complete. Lord, I have read the judgment, my Lord, fully. Irrespective of the 105, the contours of immunity, privileges, etc., both come to the conclusion that the offence is complete the moment there is an offer for bribe and you accept the bribe. That was the statutory position prior to the amendment of the PC Act in 2017, and even thereafter. Narasimha Rao judgment is prior to 2017. It was amended thereafter in 2017. That is the position. The offence of bribery is complete when I offer money to a member of parliament or a member of assembly, he accepts. Then whether he performs the part of his bargain inside the house or not has nothing to do with the criminality attached. So essentially, my Lord, in my respectful submission, it's more a question of interpretation of PC Act rather than, my Lord, 105.
But the further question as to whether there is immunity still survives.
Whether it extends or not.
No, my Lord, if
Whether, if, because our court has held, the majority held, that irrespective of the criminality, immunity attaches. And the only exception they made was to a person who does not fulfill their part of the bargain, because they said that the words used in 105 are, it's in the past tense.
Yes.
Vote given or speech made. So they said if there is no vote cast or no speech made, though the bribe was taken, then there is no immunity. That's why Mr. Ajit Singh had to stand the prosecution.
correct. But, my Lord, my respectful
So
submission.
we'll have to ultimately deal with the issue of immunity as well,
No, my Lord.
as to whether they are right on the broader immunity. And what we have to do is this: since we are sitting as a bench of 7, we need not look at in all the circumstances what is the extent of the immunity enjoyed. We have to decide a very narrow issue. Can immunity attach when there is an element of criminality?
That's
Correct. But only, my Lord, it's ultimately my Lord's call. But suppose, my Lord, the performance of the part of the bargain by the elected member is not relevant. Whether he voted or he did not vote, whether he spoke or did not speak, it may not have relevance because the offence is committed outside the house. Then the privilege, my Lord, question may not arise.
No, but then actually you are right. But then we will have to say that the immunity does not attach. That's what you are also saying.
Correct, my Lord, correct.
Ah.
But on interpretation
So we
of...
cannot then say that we don't have to go into whether there is immunity or otherwise. We'll have to say if the offence is committed outside, as you said,
Yes, Lord.
then there's no question of the immunity attaching under 105.
Correct. Therefore,
immunity can never attach where there's an element of criminality.
Therefore, the respectful submission is the interpretation of PCA may be more relevant than 105.
That's how we approach it, actually. You're right. But it's good now the controversy really narrows down because you're also of the view that the view of Justice Agarwal,
Yes, Lord.
speaking for 2 judges, is a more correct view because
Yes,
there
Lord.
was-
Someone
Justice,
takes a bribe
Bharucha and
outside
Justice
the house,
Anand.
my Lord, and claim immunity.
Justice Bharucha and Justice Anand on the other side. And Justice Ray agreed with them on this issue of immunity, and that's how it became a majority of 3.
I mean, that takes us to a narrow question of a nexus.
But we will like even on the question of immunity. So there is now a fair degree of commonality and understanding. We'd like you to assist the court because I mean all your research and your the vision of lawyers on both sides will assist us to frame it properly ultimately.
Lord, the only worry, and I'll be very, very candid, Lord, because of facts of bribery, etc. 105 may not be revisited, except in case of bribery.
Yes.
The Raja Rampal line of judgments, etc. What are the contours?
So this way you are entirely right because we should not be entering on issues which don't strictly arise before us because the law has evolved in our country by very interstitial steps.